effectively. Now, WOFEX has become a brand. Nobody even calls it World Food Expo anymore. In fact, sometimes when people introduce me, they call me Mr. WOFEX. They forget about my name altogether. So that in itself tells me that we have really succeeded in creating a brand. Now, how did we do it? Because we were very focused. I think amongst the other food shows that you will see, when we say we're a food show, we really are a food show. Right? 90% of what you will see in the floor really has to do with the industry. We give good customer service. And customer is not only the exhibitors, but even the visitors. Okay? We give visitor value. No other expo in the country, or I can probably even say in Asia, offers as many learning opportunities as we do. We have the most seminars, the most demos. We even have a top-notch culinary competition. We provide avenues for learning, as I said, marami kaming areas for learning. We continue to reach new markets. That's exactly why we grow, because we keep on reaching out, not only in terms of visitor or exhibitors, but even in the expo itself. This expo, we take it to Davao, Baguio, Cebu, Cagayan de Oro. That's how wide a reach we have become. And then, of course, we don't stop innovating. Now, I think I would like to discuss that one of our success stories is that we have actually created 4 pillars in WOFEX. This is actually the formula that we will stand by from now on, because this is what we think makes the show complete. Okay? It is actually that we are catering to the trade side. This is business, which is in World Trade Center. We're catering to the consumer, or retail, which is in the marketplace at SMX. We have a first-class culinary competition. If you go abroad, most of the major exhibitions have their corresponding culinary competitions. And so we replicated it. We even did better than those that we replicated. And of course, finally, we've institutionalized now our education side. We're bringing it to the next level, and hopefully, the 4 of this makes for a strong foundation for WOFEX. Now, understanding the 2 venues, I think, again, we are the only show in the Philippines of any industry that occupies the 2 biggest exhibition venue in the country. Yes. No other show does that. Although narinig ko may mga magsusubok na kumopya, as of today, it is just us. And we've been doing this for 4 years already, occupying both World Trade and SMX. That tells you a lot about how much the industry believes in the effectiveness of the show. Now, what makes it different? As I said, trade yung sa World Trade Center and consumer use SMX. And its main difference is actually the entry. For World Trade Center, we are limiting the entry for the first 3 days to trade only. Only SMX lahat yan pwede. Except for below 16 years old. For all. Why do we do this? Hindi yan possible even in your blog, no? You can talk all you want about an ice cream, but people cannot smell it. People cannot taste it. Only in the trade show can you actually effectively use all 5 senses. That's why we feel that for an intelligent decision to be arrived at, an exposition is necessary. Lalo na tabi-tabi sila. I can make the canvas directly on site. I can get the price, you know. So it makes, that's why if you go with Germany, Hong Kong, you know, Singapore, the US, they put so much importance in the expo industry. And in WOFEX, it becomes, even though it's 4 days, it becomes their best business card, their best salesman, their best in Mega Mall. How many people go to the showroom on a daily basis? If you put up a 4-day booth in WOFEX, how many people reach you? We normally have a 50,000 traffic in WOFEX. You cannot get that kind of foot traffic in your showroom, probably in a quarter of a year.
I'm proud to say, we have a category last year that it was new to the region, which is the subit. Subit is a different type of cooking. And it was a bold move that I did where I asked Joel, a sponsor came to me and said, can we present this to you? And I said, well, I counted how many, a sous vide is a machine that they use for cooking. It's boiling water, controlled water. And I said, there are only 9 people who owns that machine here in the Philippines last year. And I can name them a few. Chef Jay has one, Chef Ferns has one, Chef Ariel, Chef Cyril, Endoran, Global, Lyceum. These are the only people that had that. But yet, this sponsor was very persistent and say, I want to be part of WOFEX and I want this machine to be there. Can you create a competition for us? And I said, okay, I will do that. I will create a kitchen, not just a competition, but a kitchen for you. And you know, with their support and with the sponsors, we did the first run. I think 9 teams joined, which is quite big for that competition. Our judges, like earlier was said, it was international judges. One of the judges that organizes Hong Kong competition was present during that time, and he saw that competition. And you know what? Right after that competition, he went up to me and said, "Can we borrow your mechanics for the competition?" I said, "Why?" "Because we want to copy this." And you know what? This year, we were in Hong Kong. In fact, we competed. And we saw that competition there. So we were the benchmark. And I'm proud to say, hey, it started in the Philippines. Of course, we didn't get paid for it because we own it, but yet we were, you know, happy to share it. And this year, we have another new category. It's called the butcher and the chef. Okay? Butchering, let's say, a meat, and then next thing, the chef will cook it. Because last year we had a competition, it's just the butcher, and a lot of wastage. Meaning after they fabricate it, what do we do with it? So we had to rethink. Again, this competition, I would say, is on that level, moving forward.
Benchmark.
It is the benchmarks in the Philippine industry. I must say, there are a lot of competitions here. This year, we have a lot of professionals joining us, the likes of Shangri-La, Resorts World, Raffles. These are new players. Holiday Inn. They just opened this year. And they are part of this competition. And I'm proud to say why. Because they saw the standard. Meaning, what will I learn from this competition? It's not all about competition. I always say, it's more in the learning. And of course, the exposure comes in place. But at the end of the day, what have we learned from this competition that we can share to our fellow chefs? So again, I must say the competition has, from where we started 2010, which is really very difficult for us to get started. Of course, budget concerns, sponsors, but now, you know what? Sponsors are coming to us and saying we want to be part of that.